Hello everyone, this is DopeHeadShot. I am back with another Call of Duty Black Ops commentary. This is a little team deathmatch game I had alone last night, um, very late last night, and it was pretty decent, intense here at the beginning and throughout the game, so I thought I would upload it. Um, as you see, I kind of get stuck on these little walkways right here, enemies coming from both ends, and that sounded dirty. But yeah, it was pretty intense. And my teammate didn't really know what was going on, just kind of looking around. And you'll see that in a second. But I'm using the AK-47 with dual mags. I think dual mags is the best attachment for this gun. Um, you know, if I don't use them, I actually don't use any other attachment on it. I find it to be better that way. So yeah, I'd recommend dual mags. You get extra ammo, faster first reload. So yeah, I recommend it on this gun. One thing I wanted to talk about is the college program I'm in. It's a scholarship I got for culinary, which is cooking. If anyone doesn't know what culinary is, and it just seems like every day that I'm in school, there's more and more information I need to know about it, and more um, I need to put money out for. Of course, I get the money back because it's a scholarship. Once we get the receipts, we go, give them to whoever is collecting them, and we actually get refunded our money. But yeah, it's just a lot right now. It's a lot of money to put up front. A lot of information, testing that we have to do, certain courses we have to pass, which is required. So it's just a handful. So I'm trying to get stuff out. Probably going to be studying most of the day today, but I still want to try and get a little bit of gameplay and possibly put up another video for tonight, which would be really cool. So yeah, if you guys see anything up, then I successfully got a decent gameplay after studying. Turtle Beaches. Recently got Turtle Beaches. For Christmas, me and my brother got a pair each, and I would highly recommend them. They're not a huge difference, having them or not having them, but if you like the sound horror and you like to play search and destroy and you want to know when the bomb is being planted and when it's not, you can still kind of hear that without Turtle Beaches, but you can hear it a lot better. So I would recommend them, but if money's tight for whatever reason, they can wait. It's you don't need them that much, to be honest. It doesn't change gameplay too much. Lets me be more aware, but nothing too different. But I do like them. I have the X11s, very comfortable on my head. This is what I'm actually recording with in my Turtle Beaches, so it's a decent mic. Again, light and feels good. So yeah, I'd recommend them if you've got the money and time and whatnot. Another thing I'd like to talk about is actually crappy jobs. I've had a couple. I think actually every job I've had I was kind of crappy. When I was younger, I worked for the newspaper company. You have to put the papers together and then you have to go deliver them. And I delivered to I think 120 houses in my complex. It wasn't too bad, but being young, like I do it in that complex, and I'll sit there and watch my friends, playing and doing whatever, and I'm sitting here out delivering papers. So I didn't like it too much, but it was a little bit of money that I like to have. And then I stopped working for a while, and then I don't know how old I was for this job, but I actually worked in a restaurant, and I'm not going to say the name of the restaurant, but it was a restaurant. And I really didn't like that either. Everyone was a pothead, always zoning out when they're doing their work or when they're talking to me. It was a really dirty environment. The used dishes and cutlery I find wasn't cleaned good enough. Some of it we literally just kind of scrubbed it off and then rinse it with water, and that's it. And I don't think that's proper for a restaurant like that. So you know, I didn't really like it. There's food on the floor, and I was doing stuff I really wasn't supposed to be doing the first day, nor was trained for it. Um, I know how to do that now because, you know, I've been cooking in high school for years and years, so it's not too bad. But at the time, I didn't know too much, and they had me doing certain things I didn't know about. So I called in the next day and kind of said, yeah, I'm not coming back. Um, they actually had me working, I believe, you know, 12 hours the first day, and I had exams the next day, which I actually failed because I was just so tired and couldn't think straight. So that kind of sucked. But you know, I'm still done and I have my credits and diploma and whatnot, so shit happens. And then recently, the job I actually had to quit so I could go back to school. And yes, I'm unemployed. It sucks. I miss income. I miss working. I know I shouldn't be saying that because honestly, I'd rather stay here and make money off of, you know, this game or something. But it's income and it's money that's much needed, so I miss it. Right here, I miss a bunch of bullets and then hip fire. But yeah, I worked at a moving company just recently, right before summer and then during the summer. And what sucked about it was is they would call you the night before, and they'd say, okay, you're working in the morning, be at the yard for 7. So that kind of sucked. You can't really make plans for the next day with that. You don't have set hours. You know, it took me a while to get there. It was really hard work. I don't think I got paid good enough for the amount I worked. I did. I don't want to sound cocky or anything, but I did do my job right. I did it good. I worked hard. Um, a lot of the people there smoke, and I actually quit smoking years ago. So while they would go out and smoke, I'd actually keep working because I just want to, you know, get the job done and go home. Um, but yeah, it wasn't a very good job. Like it had some, you know, up parts about it. You know, like people were, you know, pretty cool. You know, you could have good conversations. You could joke around and whatnot. It wasn't a serious type thing, but you know, just hard work, and you know, you get hurt and stuff. And I just wouldn't recommend it to anyone unless you have to. Um, I don't know. The place overhired, so there was always new people. I didn't like that too much. Like it was cool, you got to meet new people and whatnot, but you know, some people, yeah, you know, really, you know, slack. Like they didn't do too much, and then I'd have to pick up their work. I felt like I was a supervisor half the time, telling them what they're doing and doing wrong and showing them how to do it properly and whatnot. So kind of sucked. But this game is going to end in like a minute or so. We win. It was kind of a slow-ish game. Teammates didn't get kills too fast, so the game went for a while. But you know, intense beginning and you know, thorough good gameplay. So I thought I'd upload it. I go 35-8, which is pretty good. As you see that guy up there camping, I actually go take him out. Killed me once before there, freaking guy. Um, Hopefully gonna get some more video up for today. I gotta study a bit though, so if you guys do see video up, then I was successful in getting the video and successful in studying. So thank you to anybody who is watching this, anybody who has subscribed. It means a lot to me. Um, like I said, hopefully I get some more gameplay tonight. If not, you know, tomorrow. Hopefully keep posting daily. And the match is over. Thank you again, and peace out.